With your help, I have created the greatest cashback wallet setup in history, and we're gonna pit that against AI. Do we even have a chance? The smartest computers on Earth?
Never send a human to do a machine's job.
If you find any value in this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. And I'm going to be referencing a website. That website is mine. You can use it for free anytime you want, day or night, even at like midnight, 1 a.m., you're up. You can use it, no problem. All you got to do is come over here to the sign up button, click one of these buttons one time and you're in. So last week, I made a post asking you, the viewers, to list out your #1 cash-only wallet setup so that I could put those to the test. And I'm gonna compare those to AI.
Shall we play a game?
Now, I included some rules. Most of you broke the rules, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. It's not an exact science anyway, and it's pretty personal based on everyone's annual spending. So I'm just gonna do this on my annual spending. So the suggestions that you offered up obviously aren't really gonna work with my spending as much as it would maybe with your spending, but we'll get close. And like I said, we're gonna battle those against AI's suggestion, and then I'm gonna show you on the website how to walk through and pick out the perfect setup just for you. All right, we're just gonna jump right into the wallet setups, but before we do, we need to set a couple of things. First of which is we're going to go to the profile and set cash only as our redemption preference. And then we're gonna go to the annual spending, and I'm gonna change it from my normal family demo to a limited travel family demo. So it just has less travel because we're doing cash only. We're not doing a bunch of traveling. So I'm gonna set it to that. It has a little travel, like maybe once a year, flying out, staying in a hotel for a week, that kind of a thing, nothing crazy. And then we'll come back over to the wallet setups and start comparing your viewer cashback setups to each other. Try to find the best one. Then we're gonna compare it to some of the AI suggestions. And then I will show you how to formulate the best one for your personal annual spending. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna click on my wallets. I've already taken your comments, put them into their own wallets. Again, a bunch of you didn't follow the rules. So I'm gonna just do the best I can with what you suggested. So I've got Sick Gizzard here. We've got Josh, You Are a Rich Kid. We got Callie SQ, Joe Nalaru. We got the County Monte Cristo here. D-Rec, FCF, Gold Bullion. We've got 78, T-Rizzle. And we've got my AI ones here. Okay, we got Dr. Canyon here, Sick'em Hound, Factory Menudos. We got Fuzzy. We got Andrea Belt. I don't make fun of her. Another one from the County Monte Cristo. We got another one from Callie SQ. Another one from D-Rec. We got Joss Nepp, or is it Ken Nepp? We never know. We just don't know. And another AI one. All right, we'll jump into it right now. And if you're wondering, I have the customized cash rewards doing online retail, and then I have the custom cash set for groceries, and then PayPal debit I have for groceries as well. So that's how those are being selected. So Slick Gizzy versus this one versus this one. So the winner is this one. So we're gonna replace this one. The winner is this one, so we're gonna replace this one. Still the winner, but this is the loser. It's still the winner, but this one's the loser. Not enough. Not enough. Still going. T-Rizzle. Not enough. I'm not doing any of the platinum honors. I have $100,000 in my bank account. That was outside the rules. So that one gets replaced with Dr. Canyon. Not enough. Seacound. Not enough. Seacound. Not enough. Oops. Not enough. All right. And Andrea. Not enough. Sorry, Andrea, even with your mighty Kroger card, it wasn't enough. All right, here we go. Nope, not enough. And then let's do Josh. There we go. We finally got a hit. Okay, so now this one's not enough. D-Rex out. And the last one, nope, that's AI. Okay, so the winner of the submissions is Josh Canepi 4793. All right, so he is the winner. I'm gonna get rid of these. Remove. Now we will pit the AI wallets. So the first AI wallet I did was the ChatGPT 5. I basically gave it the same rules I gave before to you guys, essentially, and then said, factor in the annual spending. I put in the same annual spending that I've been doing for all of y'all's cards, and it spit out a pretty mediocre submission. And then I said, is this the best you can do? Having fewer cards does not mean a better wallet strategy. So then it got a little more in depth. So I had to push it a little for it to give me. So it gave me a much better wallet. And here we are, ChatGPT Cashback. It suggested the Blue Cash Preferred, the Prime Rewards, the Discover It, the US Bank Cash Plus, the Citi Double Cash, the Custom Cash. It did 2 custom caches. Yeah, it actually suggested 3 custom caches, which honestly, good strategy. But since you can't get multiple custom caches anymore, I kind of knocked that out. So anyway, we'll pull that out. And then the Bank of America Customized Cash Rewards. So we'll throw that in there and see how it did. Canepi's still better. All right, so we'll add one more. The next one I did was the Grok. I did the Grok 4. Where is that one? Grok 4. It gave me Cash Plus, the Customized Cash, the Unlimited, 2 custom caches. It doesn't, actually, I'll take it out. So 1 cache, and then the AAA Daily Advantage. So it's missing very obvious cards like the Freedom Flex, like the Discover It. I mean, if you don't have those 2 cards, getting those extra 5x in the random category every quarter, to me, it's not a good cashback setup. So it's missing a bunch, honestly, and it's not doing that great. It's not terrible, but not great. I'll get rid of that one. And then the next one I did was the Claude Opus 4.1. These are all AI large language models, LLMs, and they are good at different things and whatnot. So this one was from Anthropic, Claude Opus 4.1. If you're a programmer, you know what that is. So there we go. So we got the custom cache, you got the Blue Cash Preferred. I think that's probably a staple. That should be there. This one should absolutely be there. I think the customized cache should also be there. The autograph, the Freedom Flex, the Cash Plus, all good choices for a cache. I wish I had seen the Discover It. I don't know why they wouldn't have that on there, but here we go. Still not as good as Canepi over here. Canepi's killing it. So we will replace this one as well. Hopefully we can do a little bit better in the last one. The last one is also Anthropic Claude, but it's their brand new Sonnet 4.5, which I'm a big fan of. So Sonnet 4.5 AI. We've got Saver Rewards, good choice. Blue Cash Preferred, yes. Custom Cash, Prime Rewards. Why don't you have Prime Rewards? I gave you that I spend on Prime. Why isn't all the AIs having Prime? Since I told you I have spending in Amazon. Autograph, good choice. Cash Plus, good choice. The Flex is in there. Look, Active Cash, the Discover It Cashback finally makes an appearance. And the Attune, you're getting 4X in all these oddball categories. That's great. All right, so we'll hit apply. Oh, look at that. So close to Kanepi's over here. But I mean, Kanepi is a master, obviously. So it's pretty tough for the AI to match it.
Strange game. The only winning move is not to play.
But we didn't do as well with the AI as with the human imagination. But honestly, it's not going to be long.
It's in your nature to destroy yourselves.
If I had spent more time pushing the AI model, because I just asked that one, like I did a couple of follow-ups with the ChatGPT because it was so bad the first time I asked it.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
This was just a one-shot. Boom, right out of the gate. It did really, really well. But let's walk through how I think it's best to get the perfect setup. So we'll come over here to best card and we're gonna pick like our big categories. Let's start with dining, for example. So you've got dining. Let's filter out some of these cards. Okay, so our top cards are the Kroger rewards, but it does have a spending cap, so we got to be careful about that. We're spending more than $3,000 yearly on dining. So, and we got the Altitude Go. Redstone is great if you live in Alabama and Tennessee, but we don't. So basically what I do is I kind of figure out, the top cards, and then I come over here to the spending chart because it depends on how much you spend as to what is going to be the best card. It also depends on, what redemption preference you have. So that's going to change the best cards too. I have some popular comparisons. So I'll click on dining for now. And then it'll show you, if you're only spending $2,000, then the Kroger rewards is going to be your best card. Good job, Andrea. But if you're spending more than that, eventually it tapers off and is not going to be the best card. And so the best card here for dining, if you're spending any kind of money throughout the year, is going to be the red line, which in this particular instance, the red line is US Bank Altitude Go. So the Go seems to be the best card out of the ones that are here. You can choose different cards here if you want to try different cards, but I just had some there. So we'll do the same thing with like gas. So gas, it looks like if you're spending any money in gas, and maybe this is way too much, so let's pull this down. A lot of people don't spend that much in gas. So, if you're anywhere over $5,000, then the Wyndham Earner Plus is your card, but otherwise it's not. So you're better off with the AAA Travel Advantage or even the USAA Bank Cashback Rewards, which up until like almost $3,000, you're fine with, and it looks like it has a 0 annual fee. So, a card like that might be best for gas. But like I said, if you're spending a ton on gas, then you need to look at some of these cards up here and ignore the USAA card. All right, then we'll reset. We'll come up to groceries. So groceries are AAA Daily Advantage, just kills it. Now, if you get over like $20,000, then it's not going to be as good as the Capital One Saver rewards would be. Now, this is in a cashback setting, so the reason the gold doesn't do as well, which is the red one is at the bottom, is because you're not offsetting that annual fee in any way. So in a cashback, American Express Gold is not good. I think the AAA or the Saver is probably your best bet. Now, if you're right in this range, the Preferred would be a good one because it's right neck and neck with the AAA, but it does start to taper off after about $6,000. All right, and then you've got streaming, which isn't a big one, but the Preferred is good for streaming. Probably your best bet. I don't know who's spending $4,000. Hang on. So yeah, maybe not then. I would say not Preferred then. I would say the Attune is probably your best bet in that scenario. Yeah, because who's spending $4,000 in streaming? Nobody. All right, and then transit. So you can Again, figure out where your spending pocket is, and then put in the cards you want and figure out, like the Altitude Connect seems like a really good card for transit. And then for travel, same kind of deal. Depends on how much you're spending. If you're only spending, if you're in a cashback situation, you're not spending that much on travel, maybe around in this range, all these cards are good. So the Connect seems like a good bet, well, as long as you're not going over. If you are, then the Amtrak starts to kick in. If you're never riding Amtrak, then obviously that doesn't make any sense. But the Fair Ones does kick in over the 5,000-6,000 range a year for travel. Fair Ones is your best bet. But if you're in a low travel situation, the Autograph is a really good one, and then also the Connect. So keeping all that in mind, we'll come over here and we'll make a brand new wallet to challenge Canepi and Sonnet 4.5. So we know we were thinking about the Go, so we'll put the Go in here. We'll put the Attune in here. That one was a good one. We got the AAA Daily Advantage. That was a good one. You've got, we all know, always get the Flex for the quarterly categories. Always get the Discover It Cashback for the quarterly categories. So those are definites. Saver. Put the Saver in here. Let's even throw the Kroger card in there, just because I know Andrea loves that card. It may end up not being used, but we'll see. Let's see where we are so far. So right now, not doing great compared to Canepi. So I think we need some kind of a catch-all. That's where we're lagging. I think the Robinhood Gold maybe is a good one. Let's see where we puts us now. That gets us up there. Let's do the double cash. And then also, we don't have a custom cash in here. We gotta have a custom cash. The customized cash, I think both of those are kind of staples in the cashback. Are all being used apparently, so that's a good sign. Let's see where we are now. Still not beating Canepi. And let's see, let's try the preferred, and that knocked out the custom cash, which is interesting. All right, so let's take a look at the spending categories and what's actually being used. So we got airfare at 5x, all other 2x. So he's got the Robinhood Gold. So maybe I should steal that idea and change that to a Robinhood Gold. So to Gold, Robinhood, and now double cash and custom cash. We'll just remove those since they aren't being used. Oh, and there we are. So that popped us up to number one. Adding the preferred and the gold stuck us to number one. Let's see if we can do better though. So let's scroll down and see what else. So we're getting beat over here with the Affinity. Oh, and the Amazon. Oh, yeah. We gotta have the Amazon card. So we'll put the Amazon in here and boom, we're really going gangbusters now. So we're green all the way to gas stations. He's got Sam's Club on gas for 5x. It's not too much more. So he's doing that. It's not even hitting the cap. This one is only hitting it on the quarter, on 2 quarters. So it's doing it on the Freedom Flex for a quarter, on the Discover It, and then it falls back to 3 on there. So yeah, he was able to do a Sam's. I mean, not everybody uses Sam's, so we don't really like doing that kind of a thing, but we'll do Sam's Club for the gas. And then groceries we got covered. Groceries online. Home improvement stores are winning. Hotels were winning. Let's see if we can do a Hilton Honors for hotels. See if we can do better. That knocked out our Saver. That's interesting. So let me apply that. And now hotels in the portal, we're getting 7x. We're at $2,500. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but I added this net. So when you're scrolling down and you're changing cards and whatnot, you can still see what the net value is at the top. So cable. So what's going on? Why is he winning cable? He has a Business Inc. Cash in here. All right. Well, we'll steal that idea and do the Inc. Cash as well. All right. So now we're winning. Theaters were winning. Online retail we're winning. I actually didn't even need this card, but that's fine. Pet care we're winning. Streaming we're winning. Transit we're winning. Travel we're winning. I feel like Charlie Sheen right now. Utilities, so we don't have the Cash Plus, I bet. No Cash Plus. Cash Plus for utilities all day long, guys. Always get the Cash Plus for utilities. Boom, we're at 26. Winning on wholesale clubs, utilities, travel, transit, streaming, pet care, online retail, movie theaters, internet, cable, hotels were 7x. We've got home improvement, groceries, gas, everything we're winning. Dining. I wonder if we could get rid of the gold card now. Robinhood Gold and add backs. We're not using the Saver one anymore. And just put the double cash back in. Is that one? Yeah. Yeah, we're not winning, but we're also not cheating with that $95. I think it's like $100 for the Robinhood membership. So I was a little sketchy on that because it's not counted as an annual fee, but it's part of the membership requirements. So, but we're still above 26. We're still murdering Canepi over here. I mean, what is he even thinking with his puny little wallet setup? So here we go. This is it. I'll even switch it so it's in a more vertical card layout. So we've got the Go, the Attune, we didn't even need the travel advantage. We probably could have added the travel advantage and done even better. We got the Flex. We've got the Discover It, the Kroger card. What is the Kroger doing? Is it doing anything? Department stores, 5x, and because tap to pay on the department stores. So it's covering that up to a point. Oh, it just happened to cover exactly how much I needed. Nice. Nice. So that one's for you, Andrea. All right, here we go. So dining, Kroger, the customized cash, the preferred, Amazon, I think that's Sam's, Hilton, the Business Inc. Cash, Cash Plus, and the Double Cash. There it is. There's your winning hand. The best team cash setup that's ever existed on planet Earth. And we found it on the Richwood Points website. AI couldn't do it. AI couldn't figure it out. Even Canepi over here, he got close. He did really well, but this is the best team cash setup that's ever existed in the history of mankind. And you saw it here first on Ritual Points.
This conversation can serve no purpose anymore.
All right, so what did we learn? We learned that AI is pretty good, but it's not great. We learned that your suggestions are probably all great with your own personal annual spending that I have no idea what it is, so I couldn't really put it to the test with your spending. But with my spending, we still did pretty good. Some of you did really good. But as we all can see, using the richwithpoints.com website is the only way to figure out what the best setup is for your annual spending. So get over there, it's free, sign up. And if you have any comments, guess where you could put those? And I'm not pointing at my ass, I'm pointing at the comments below. Put those in the comments below. Like and subscribe to the channel. Come on, like and subscribe, not just one or the other, both of those. And then
I'll be back.